here we have the members only trading update for August 26, 2024. So with this video, short video, I'll just be running over some of the recent trading results that we've seen in the trading room, because the current results that we are seeing completely demolish the rest of the market. These are some very impressive gains in a very short period of time. And then in addition to that, you will see here that every single trade is moving into positive territory, and some very strongly. There are some incredible gains here in a very short period of time. So for the week one trade, and this is actually the worst trade in the group, we're currently seeing gains of 11.56%. This was the week one trade, so this is after 4 weeks of trading. The average entry point for this trade was $17.47. And as you can see here, there were 2 trade entries that were made for this trade. So this is a pretty good example of how the trading system actually works, because what we do in the trading room is we identify an initial entry point, and then we also identify trading points to scale into the position if the market starts to work against us. And as we'll see here, this was actually the worst trade in the group. We did see a slight drawdown here, and we did enter into the position again. So the initial entry point here came in at $18.74. The market did move against us a bit. And then we entered again. We added to the position at $16.20. So overall, this gives us an average trading position of $17.47. Currently, the maximum gains that we're seeing for this trade come in at 17.29%, with the recent price highs coming in at $20.49. And then the current gains showing at 11.56%. And the reason that I use this number is because this is the most recent trading close, the closing period, the trading closing price that was seen most recently for the stock. So this trade entry came during the July 27 period. And as we can see here, over roughly 1 month, just under 1 month's time, the stock has massively outperformed the overall expectations for the S&P 500. We have to remember on any given year, with data going back to 1957, the S&P 500 creates annual returns of 10.26%. So what that means is that the S&P 500 needs a full year on average, going back to 1957, to generate gains of 10.26%. And as we're seeing here, in less than a month, we have already far surpassed that, with peak gains coming in over 17%. And I have to emphasize, this is the worst trade in the group. So we'll move on here. We'll look at the next, the week 2 trade here. Here we have much more substantial gains. And what we have to remember here is that these are pure stock trades. These are not options trades. Results like this, what you're seeing here, are gains of nearly 76%. In about 3 weeks of trading. And normally, in order to see gains like that, you have to be trading in something like options, or trading with a huge amount of leverage or something like that. Neither of those things is true in this case. We're talking about pure stock gains. Okay, and that's much more difficult to achieve. It also comes with much less risk. More than 98% of options contracts expire worthless. Okay, so when you see people on YouTube talking about how they made some kind of astronomical trade with an options contract, what they're not telling you is the other 98 losing trades that it took them to get to that point. These people obviously do not know what they're doing. These are all verifiable results. You do not need to take my word for it. There are plenty of people in the trading room that are capturing these gains. And as we can see in this trade, there was essentially no drawdown in this trade. We caught the exact bottom, which was not surprising for this stock. We had a very strong fundamental analysis in place, very strong technical analysis in place, and that is what is given to members in the trading room. You get with each trade, there's a fundamental analysis video where the company fundamentals are explained in depth and in full. So we understand the basis for why we're choosing these companies, and then we use technical entry points to get into the position at the right levels. And as we can see in the prior trade, even if the trade works against us, we have strategies to work with that trade and to start to accumulate gains, even in the event that share prices move in the wrong direction. As we can see here, this was just a completely beautiful trade, just completely shot like a rocket right from our entry point. Because we did pinpoint the exact perfect entry zone for this trade. So as we can see here, the trading signal was sent. The videos were posted essentially on August 4, 2024. Our initial entry point came in at $7.12. and then share prices just completely moved higher. We didn't even have an opportunity to scale into the position any further because we saw no drawdown whatsoever. We saw share price gaps in the positive direction, and the share price itself just continues to move higher. So I also want to emphasize the fact that these trades are still open. We're still going to be accumulating gains on these trades. These trades are not being closed just yet. So I do expect these trades to continue to move higher. There are reasons that these stocks are moving higher. We outline all of that in the fundamental analysis videos that are posted for each stock, and this is not a surprise at all. So gains of 75.56%. So obviously that rounds up to 76%. Current gains are coming in at 66.71%. So that would be relative to the most recent closing trading period from the prior week. So the current gains are a bit lower, but there was an opportunity here to capture gains of nearly 76%. So this was just an amazing trade, great company, great stock, and great entry point on the position. Here we have the week 3 trade where we've seen peak gains of 16.7% and current gains of I forgot the percent symbol here, 15.58%. So as we can see here, the videos were posted on the trading strategy video was posted on August 11, 2024. Our initial entry point came in at $19.70. This was after a bit of a spike low. So we sort of got in after this spike low. This would be the following trading candle. And as we can see here, share prices just continued to move higher. I do want to make it clear that we did not absorb these losses to the downside, or we would have continued to scale into the position and average down on the average share price value for the trade. But we got in. We used this spike low as the basis. Essentially, the stock sort of spiked higher after reaching this low, and we used that as the entry point. So as we can see here, there was no drawdown in this trade either. And I don't want to mislead anybody's expectations here. I don't expect every single trade to just shoot up like a rocket immediately. The initial trade, the first trade didn't do that. The trade the first week didn't do that. I think a couple of people might have been a little bit discouraged because they started to see some losses, but we scaled into the position properly, and now that one is also beating the annual expected returns of the S&P 500. So all we need to do here is proper trade management, and we can see some fairly significant gains. I don't want people to think that every trade is just going to completely move in the positive direction every time. These results initially, these first 4 trades have just been stellar and fantastic. I don't want people to think that every trade is going to be like that, but these are the current trading results, and these are all 100% verifiable. I cannot go back in history and change the upload date for the video, change the share prices on the chart and things like that. I can't, it's not possible to do all that. All this information is independently verifiable, and these are extremely strong gains in a very short period of time. So what we're seeing here is the entry point came in at $19.70. The most recent closing price was $22.77, so that gives us nearly 15.6% gains on a current basis. And then the peak gains came in at 16.7% when share prices reached highs of $22.99. Again, this is still an open trade. We're not done with this trade yet. I do still expect share prices to move higher for this stock. And here's the week 4 trade. So closing out the month, here we can see peak gains coming in at 17.24%. We're closing right at the highs here, so there's not much difference between the peak gains and the current gains. But this is after 1 week of trading, so this is a very short period of time, and we've already beaten the expected annual returns of the S&P 500. Again, as we can see here, there was essentially no drawdown on this trade. We entered in right at the bottom here. We did see some prior spike lows, but we saw some rising trading volume. There was a series of reasons that we got into this trade, both technical and fundamental. So it's not surprising here to see these incredible gains here moving higher. Trade was placed. The videos were sent out August 18. The trading recommendation that's a Sunday, so the trading recommendation is for the trade to be opened and initiated the following Monday. So the trades are basically placed during the early Monday trading session. So there is time for everybody to sort of see the video and make a decision about whether or not they want to enter into that position and things like that. The videos are sent out on the weekend to try to make it easier for everybody to have time to watch the video and to make a decision whether or not they want to take that trade. and the market is closed at that point. So there's no risk of missing out on whatever the trade activity is. So this is a very stable, reliable framework here to be using for these positions. And when we're looking at the membership fee of $9.99 a month, this is not. I couldn't make this any lower than this. YouTube gets 30% of all of these payments. So essentially, we're looking at a $6.99 monthly rate. These trading gains far surpassed. I mean, you could have taken any one of these trades and made your membership fee back for a full year easily. These are tremendous gains in a very short period of time. And as I said, these are pure stock trades. There's no leverage here. These are not options contracts that have a 98% chance of expiring worthless. These are all verifiable positions. And nobody needs to take my word for it. There are plenty of people in the trading room that are benefiting from these trades. And I do suggest that anybody in the trading room that is seeing this video, comment below, because these trades are all verifiable. So finally, I just want to go over how to sign up. If anybody's interested in signing up, the first thing you can do is to go to any video. The easiest thing to do is probably just go to a video and to click the join button that's below the video. As you can see, this account is not signed in, but all you would need to do is click this join button here, and then that will take you to a page. Alternatively, there is a link here in every video which shows a trading link here. This will take you to the community page. Yeah, again, I'm not signed in, so yeah, I need to sign in on this account. That's another way. If you're in the trading room, there are two different ways mainly to sort of look for the videos. If you're not signed up for notifications, and I understand that not everybody is signed up for notifications after they subscribe. If you're not signed up for notifications, YouTube is not going to send a message saying that these videos are posted. It's usually on Sunday, sometimes it's Saturday, but it's always the weekend before the Monday open that these are sent out. And then in addition to that, I post these in the community section. I post a link to these videos. I mean, here would be the most recent week. These would be the week 5 trades. So you could simply click on these. One of these is the fundamental analysis for the trade. So we sort of go over why the company is in a strong financial position. What are the underlying fundamentals? And then we also have an accompanying technical analysis video, which allows people to see the exact trading entry points that are going to be used for the trade. So we use both sides of the ledger here, fundamental analysis and technical analysis, and then this allows people to understand why we're buying that specific company, and then we use the technical analysis, the chart analysis, to identify specific entry points for the trade. So one way to find these videos is to go to the community tab, and I do have updates posted here where it's easy to find those videos. And then in addition to that, at the end of every video, there is a playlist that shows all of the members' trading strategies. So if you're a member of the group, all you need to do is go to the end of a video, and here in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see a playlist, and this will give you all of the member trading strategies here. So as you can see, they're all sort of lined up here. Week 4, week 3, week 5, whatever it is you need to look at. These are all outlined here very clearly. And so this does make it a bit easier to find. So if you don't actually have notifications, you're going to need to look for these manually. There's no way for me to send out a signal. I mean, I might start to do something where I ask people for an email address or for an SMS number or something like that. And then maybe that way I can send out alerts in that way. I can just email them or send out an SMS with a link or something like that. That might be another way of doing this. But as things currently stand, if notifications are not turned on, these are going to need to be found manually. So that can either be done at the end of every video. As I said, there's a playlist in the bottom left corner. All you need to do is click on that playlist, and all of the members' trading strategies will show up on this list. Or conversely, you can go to the community tab on the channel page, and then I will be posting various updates. And whenever the current video is posted, I'll be placing a link in that area. So here is the members' high profit trading strategies outline and current performance update. Looking forward to achieving some excellent gains in the future. Our High Value Trading Strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.